It's time to get outdoors on WHTL. Are you ready? From the deepest woods to the open waters, from the rocky trails to the snowy tracks. If that happens outdoors, we're talking about it. From fishing to hiking to hunting to trail riding, we cover it all. Brought to you by Petrick Service Station, Holden Sporting Goods, Black River Express, Low Hardware, the Eleva-Strum Rail Riders, the Elk Ride and Gun Club, Triplo County Economic Development and Tourism, and the Associated Conservation Clubs of Triplo County. So tighten up your boots, check your hook, and fire up the engine. The adventure starts now.
Here it is, that time once again to get outdoors and a beautiful weekend to do that. I'm joined by Brian Long from the Eleva-Strum Rail Riders. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Brian. Thanks for having me on today.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've been in here, so it's good to have you back in to see what's going on in the world.
We got a few things going on. We got some great organizations outside of what we do that we're going to touch base on and help them out a little bit.
Perfect.
So at least the rain, not that we didn't need the rain. Everybody's, it was a nice slow soaker, so it's all good.
Yep.
So, first thing coming up, Junior Prudlick, Strum Rod and Gun. We got to give a little plug in for them.
Yep.
Great organization. Junior does a great job with his team over there, but he's got a trapping class coming up. I wanted to mention 2-day trapping class. That's June 21st, 20 and 21st. You can teach you how to properly handle, where to set your traps, where not to set them. So that's at the Strum Community Center.
Okay.
The first day. The second day is a hands-on deal at their new pavilion in Strum by the lake. But to register, you got to call Junior direct. 2 weeks in advance, he told me, at 715-533-4987. So you got more information, Strum Rod and Gun Facebook page.
Perfect.
And they got great trails over there and other things that they do. And they just had their fishing contest last weekend, kids fishing, so that was a great turnout.
Yeah.
So hopefully everybody made it out there.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad for weather-wise either. It could have been
chilly,
better, but
it could always be better. So, yeah. Steve's got to fix me up here.
Yeah. Yeah, you can eat that microphone.
Yeah. What else we got? Osceola Dusty Riders.
Yeah.
They're hosting Music in the Park. That's coming up at the Garber Bend Shell the 23rd. Little fundraiser deal for them also, and they help out with that, do a great job. And then August 15th and 16th, they got a 2-day poker run.
Okay.
So that's one of their bigger fundraisers of the year. So also check out their Facebook page, follow along, Osceola Dusty Riders, and their events that they have coming on. They always have monthly trail rides and things like that. So go over and help support them.
Yeah, those guys stay pretty busy through the summertime.
We all do with the Rod and Guns, with us, anything that you do, all these community programs to get everybody, again, outdoors, to get them to do other types of things. So, what else we got? Well, we were lucky enough as a group this year. I want to give a congratulations to John Preston and Jared Iona. They were the winners of our scholarships. We give out two $500 scholarships to Eleva-Strum high school seniors. So good luck in your future endeavors to them, too. Let's see, next weekend, Broiler Fest coming up. Everybody obviously knows about that. So we'll be working pit side track concession as a group for our UTV club. Yeah. So come out and see us. We'll have some raffles going on. And them raffles are specifically for our Christmas lights in the park that we do with American Legion.
Okay.
So we got some raffles going on there. We got a flip-flop grill. What else we got? We have cash prizes, and I think it goes down like 5 or 6 places that we figured out we're going to go down on our raffles. So that'll be a good turnout. Let's see. American Legion, they got a huge 50-50 raffle during the parade. So if you see them walking around during the Leva Parade, make sure you get your 50-50 raffle tickets.
You could be the big winner.
You could be a big winner for that raffle, 50-50 raffle.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday, they have their coffee with a veteran.
Okay.
So at the Leva Legion, you know that. Donuts, and they got their guest speakers that come in for and talk to whoever you want. But you don't even have to be a veteran. There's a lot of people that you go in and you can have coffee with them. You can have a donut, see what they do, talk to them, and listen to their stories that they might want to tell you.
Yeah, so I think that is a good thing. Getting out and talking with some of the people who have served. You're going to learn a lot about lots of things and hear some stories firsthand.
Oh, they have great stories. And Rob, they both done a awesome job of putting different things together up there, and the community support with the remodeling and all the other projects that the guys come in. They were doing, I don't know what they were doing the other day. They were doing some stuff in there, some more remodeling. I know they fixed the stage up here a month ago. They put an outdoor seating area in here a couple weeks ago with fencing and some chairs and picnic tables and flowers and things like that. So they're always doing something, trying to make a better environment for everybody.
Yeah.
So once again, their Facebook page, follow along on there, get out their information. They got a blood drive. That's like once a month. They have a nice blood drive up there. You probably heard about that one.
Yeah, get out and give some blood.
Might save somebody's life. You never know. So as for us, as a club, we just had the ATV class, safety class in Eleva. So
you have a good turnout for that?
We did have a good turnout, and I got to thank DNR officer Ryan Lowry. He come up. He was one of our guest speakers. Yep. He does all of our classes. And then Trumbull County Sheriff's Department, Travis McDonough.
Okay.
And Matt Peterson, they stopped by and they did a nice little spiel and did their drunk goggles. And the kids were, trying to walk around in them. And, it's nice seeing, and they all three of them had a great time doing what they do. They love to come in, teach them things, what to do and what not to do. So that's always a fun little class to teach. Yeah. So we have a good time doing that.
Well, it's always a good time, get the kids out and get them in the community and getting them to just spend some time with the police officers, so you don't have that
mentality. That they're bad.
Yeah, because a lot of people are like, oh no, we got to watch out for the cops. But they're people just like us. They're good people, local people. So.
What else we got coming up? September 7th. So last year we started this American Lutheran Home Ride. So this year it'll be September 7th. We're going to hook up with Buffalo County Trail Riders, and we're going to take out the residents of the American Lutheran Home again this year, have a little cookout afterwards. Pretty great time. Last year we had the route through town, and people are outside waving when you come by, and had a little assistance with the Mondovi police. They helped us all cross the road at one time safely. So it was a good turnout. So anybody has time and they want to spend it, September 7th, come over and help us out, give the residents a ride. Some of them, like I might have mentioned last year, some of them weren't outside of the nursing home for a couple of years. So it was really great to get them outside. They've been doing a lot more activities, and this is just one way that we can help them. And once again, you listen to their stories that they might want to tell you, and you can hear a lot of crazy stories from the residents, as you can from like the vets or whoever the group might be. So it's a whole different factor of meeting new people. Yeah,
well, a lot of those residents, you hear stories about a lot of these farms that didn't have electricity or working toilets. And
absolutely.
And it's just not that long ago, and it's crazy. We were talking about AI earlier, that it's like how fast stuff changes.
I didn't even have a smartphone until probably 2016. I carried a flip phone forever.
Yeah, me too.
And half the time my wife's like, "What are you doing? You're on Facebook?" "No, you're looking at Marketplace." Yep. I am. Looking for a good deal, something to buy. So,
that is the place to go.
And things you never had that. When we grew up in school, it's like we're still doing typing class.
Yeah.
So
when I was in school, I remember like towards high school, the Oregon Trail on those old green screen Mac computers.
Yeah. And the typewriter that you still had to punch the keys.
Yep.
With two fingers. That's me anyway. So.
That's aging us here, Brian.
We're getting there. Yep. We're getting there. So coming up sometime this summer, we also got some raffle tickets that we're going to be doing.
All right.
It'll be a cash raffle. You should see them shortly. And the drawing will be here this fall, and that again is 100% lights, Christmas lights in the park that we do with American Legion. So we're teaming up, getting that out there.
So watch your Facebook and probably the Legion Facebook.
Legion Facebook, website also.
Okay.
So, we do monthly club rides. Our meetings are second Sunday every month. 3 o'clock, American Legion.
Okay.
We have members that are they don't even own an ATV or UTV. They could be a walker, a rider. They could ride bikes. And I know you have somebody coming in next week about the trails, the bike trails.
Yep.
So, there's the bike trail people. You could run a dog sled. It doesn't matter what type you are. You're always welcome in any of these organizations, from Osteo to the Strum Rod and Gun to Osteo Rod and Gun. It doesn't matter. They're going to take you in.
Yep. And they always need more members.
They always need more. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. There's a lot of stuff during the day the event day, that maybe that's the only time you see certain people and the other people you see, but it takes a great group of people to do the things that all these organizations do.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got to put a shout out to Universal Truck in Centerville.
Okay.
And Blue Light Welding in Strum. We did a little work to our mower tractor, put some new wear edges on to the mower, and we'll get that back on the trail here shortly. But yeah, they were great to us. Got that all fixed up. Nothing minor or nothing major. Nothing minor. Little minor work, nothing major. So, we've been busy doing other kinds of trail work. Still, you have your spots that are the nasty spots that you might have to restore or add a bunch of gravel.
I suppose sometime when these storms come through, make sure the limbs and things are
You're always
clear.
checking for trees. We have, it's great. We have, like Mike Studebaker there in Strum. He works nights. So after a storm during the night, he's always out there checking the trails and make sure there's no trees. Like last time, a couple trees down, he had to go cut where everybody else is working during the day, which is awesome that he does the night shift so he can do it during the day. So, that's your great group of people, the diversity that you have to bring people together.
Yeah.
So we've been lucky enough that we were going to start some more stretches of new gravel this year. So approximately 25 to 27 quad axle loads we're lucky enough to put down again this year.
Wow.
So the cost of that is pretty tremendous. And the only way we can do that is because of the community and other people like that. That was a lot in a short amount of time. I don't know what we talked for 5 minutes now. We've been on
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Yeah,
we're doing good.
That ain't so bad.
Yeah.
So that's
all.
That's all. Yeah, that's all I packed into that.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot.
Hopefully, people are taking good notes and writing down some dates and times. But it's really just like get out and ride, get out and do something out in nature. And support these local organizations because they do it for your kids, your grandkids. They do it for other things. You're bringing money back into your local community. So to make things nicer, from trails to bike trails to walking trails, it doesn't matter what the organization is. There's walking clubs, there's bicycle clubs, there's things like that. But when you team up together, you can do a lot of great things in a short amount of time.
Yeah, and get outdoors isn't just walking and biking and all that stuff too. It is these summer music concert series too.
Absolutely,
get out and enjoy that.
And that's getting to be a huge thing. From the Garber Band Show. I know the Eleva-Strum Lions does some in the park in Strum once in a while. So there's always something to do.
Yeah.
Once you find their Facebook pages and things like that, community Facebook pages, Dave Carlson and, Trimble County Tourism, they do a great job on their end of promoting all kinds of different things from parks and then WHTL.
Yeah.
From all the things you guys do. And I know you've won some great awards across the state for these types of shows and different types of shows from basketball and other things. So, and we couldn't do it without Butch and you guys to do the things that we do and talk about, sometimes it's minor things and sometimes, we got a great project or a fundraiser going on. So it's nice to be able to get in here and talk. And even though Steve never makes me look good, even though we're on air, but I know it's still live streaming. So
it's not a prerequisite to be in here. They let me work here, so we're okay.
This is true. At least you played some more rednecks this morning. So,
Rattlenecks.
Rednecks. Jeez, I've been talking way too much.
We're all rednecks around
We're
this
all rednecks, little rednecks.
Yep, little rattlenecks. I knew you were coming in this morning, so I played that for you.
Yeah, so I bet you did.
I figured you'd like that one.
And they're, they play Sunday.
It'll
Sunday afternoon. They'll be playing. Yep, go see Jim and boys, Rattlenecks.
They do a great job.
They do. That'll be a good time.
And they're originally Eleva-Strum boys anyways, too.
Yes, they are. Yep.
Perfect.
Actually, let's see, Todd and Gabe and what else we got? Jim. And I don't remember. He's from, I don't know where their base is from. I think he's Eau Claire, further north.
Okay. Is it Ethan who still plays with them? Yeah, I think he's Eau Claire.
Ethan will be with Ethan's Eau Claire.
Okay.
But they're close enough. So, come and see them. See us during the parade. We'll be out there throwing candy. I know the Eleva-Strum snow truckers, they're going to be in the parade this year. I don't know if they've ever been in a Eleva parade. So they're going to be coming through, and show our support to the community that shows us a huge amount of support in the things that we do. So so we'll throw the kids some candy and do our part that way.
That's great. Well, you guys are doing good things over there. People don't. I don't think people say thank you enough to guys like you who are involved in all these community events. It's so many cogs in the wheel that people just. Maybe sometimes they show up, they have a good time, but they forget to say thank you. So for all those people, I want to say thank you to all you guys. And I know it's not just you, but there's a lot.
Very much appreciated, and we just, one day at a time, you do what you can, and you take it one step at a time, and it's a long process. Some of the things you want to do it's like, oh, we can do that, and then 3 years later, you're still doing it. So, and it all depends upon how much you can fundraise and things like that. So, which has been great. So, like always, get out and ride. Get outside.
Exactly.
Get out and ride. There's so many road trails, road routes between Clark County, Eau Claire County. Like I told many times before, you can get from here to, Superior if you want to.
Yep.
So get out and ride. The UTV registration is just skyrocketing every year. But get out, be safe.
Yeah,
be
exactly.
safe. Make sure you take a course. Your kids take a course.
And don't drink and drive.
Exactly. So
good deal.
Awesome.
Well, is there anything else you want to cover before we get going? I think we went down the list and
we went down my entire list.
That's
I don't
great.
think I missed anything or any plugs to anybody.
All right. Well, Brian,
I think that's it.
Well, thank you so much for coming in this morning. I appreciate it. I know it's always a little early, but you got to go back to work today?
Yeah, unfortunately, I do have to go back to work.
Okay. It's okay to tell him you took a little extra time at the station.
Brian said I could. Brian said I could take the day off. I hear you say that just about every morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just call him, tell him the big boss called. The big boss's name is Brian.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Brian.
Perfect.
We will see you next time you're here, and we're going to get back into the music right after this short break.